Hello everyone, my name is Joshua, who is in charge of technical service of IDC, Industrial Device Connectivity. Today, I'm going to introduce you about one of the product line, Multiport serial board, and show you how to troubleshoot when you face problems. In the course, I will introduce you the basic knowledge of Multiport serial board. After the course, I hope you have the basic knowledge of Multiport serial board and know how to do troubleshooting. This is my agenda. Today's presentation is divided into two parts. In the first part, I will let you know what is Multiport serial board. It's including product types and product features. The second part is a very useful troubleshooting guide in solving problems when installation. I will tell you hardware troubleshooting and software troubleshooting. Okay, now let's get started for the first part. What is Multiport serial board? As you know, in normal desktop PC, it only has few native COM ports on it. But for industrial application, it's not enough. In order to overcome the limitation, the cheapest way is to use Multiport serial board. We call it MSB in simple. You just need to plug in the Multiport serial board into your PC and install the driver well. Then, the PC will have more COM ports for your device. So, it's easy and simple to use it. For our MSB products, there are two types. One is non-intelligent cards, which we call it Smartio. The other is intelligent card. We call it Intelio. First, we will have a look on Smartio cards. In the page, here shows the naming rule for the non-intelligent card. The first letter C means card. The second letter means the bus types. B is PCI or PCIe bus. I is ISA bus. The fourth letter is the port type. 0 means RS-232. 1 means it can support RS-232, 422, and 485. 3 means it can support RS-422 and 485. The fifth letter, it indicates the number of the ports. The sixth and the seventh are the features of the MSB. L means low profile. T is wide temperature. E means ESD protection. U means universal PCI. But what are the features of the non-intelligent card? Now I'm going to introduce for you orderly. Please take a look on the figure. Non-intelligent card baud rate supports up to 921.6 kilobits per second, can support various operation systems, such as Windows, Linux, Unix, and DOS. It also can use flow control to prevent from data loss. Besides, we also provide isolation model, 2 kV protection, and wide temperature model. And all of the models have ESD 15 kV protection. What is low profile? In the page, I give you a comparison between a standard bracket and low profile models. Obviously, the size of standard bracket is bigger than low profile. So the design of the low profile is special for small PC. Built-in Terminator. If the MSB card can support RS-422 and 485, it has Terminator on board. It is used to prevent from signal reflection. If you want to disable Terminator, jumper should remain open. On the other hand, if you want to enable Terminator, you just need to show the jumper. We are done with Smartio. Now, let's take a look at Intelio. The most popular of Intelio MSB now is C320 Turbo series. You can see on the top is the desktop module for C320 Turbo. There are CPU module and UR module. For desktop modules, each card must connect to a CPU module before any UR modules. Below is the RAM module. RAM module combines CPU module and UR module in one unit. Each C320 Turbo supports up to 32 ports. Baud rate supports from 50 to 460.8 kilobit per second. Okay, let's have a brief conclusion here. For MSB product line, there are two types. One is Smartio, we also call it non-intelligent car. The other is Intelio, we call it intelligent car. Smartio car is the classical MSB categories. It can provide more ports for serial devices, and the maximum ports can support up to 32 ports per computer. For the Intelio car, it's an intelligent dual CPU, high-speed expandable multiple serial communication controller, which aims to gain high speed, achieve better performance, and lessen the load of the host system. Now, I believe you have a basic knowledge of multiple serial board. Next, I'm going to teach you how to do troubleshooting. Most of us will encounter problems when installing multiple serial board. But don't worry, we made a simple troubleshooting guide for you. When we start troubleshooting, we have to adjust its software issue or hardware issue. If the host is unable to detect multiple serial board, it should be a hardware issue. If the host can detect multiple serial board, but driver cannot install on the host well, it should be software issue. Let's move to the hardware troubleshooting guide first. For hardware troubleshooting guide, there are only 3 steps. Step 1. If you plug MSB with PCIe bus, but system hangs, please check if it's Intel CPU N2000 and D2000. Because both of the CPU are not compatible with our PCIe multiple serial board. There are 2 solutions. One is continue using the Mozart PCIe board, but use a different CPU. The other is continue using the Intel N2000 or D2000 CPU, but use Mozart's C320 multiple serial board. If you want to get more information, please refer to the link of FAQ. Step 2. Wire edge board contact of the gold finger and check the MSB is fixed. If problems still exist, please move to the step 3. Step 3. Check if MSB core is broken. Change another MSB and test it. Check if the bus is broken. Change to another bus and test it. If you follow the guide, I believe hardware issue is solved. Let's talk about software issue. Under Windows, if you follow the quick installation guide and install driver completely, but MSB doesn't work, please collect the error code in Device Manager and contact Mozart. We also provide a specific test utility for MSB for Windows operating system that we call Use Diagnostics. You can easily download the utility on the website as shown on your right hand side. What is diagnostic? It tests internal and external testing, such as IRQ address, transmission and receiver detector, RTS, CTS, DTR, DSR, and DCD. And when to use diagnostic? After driver installation and you want to check if MSB works functionally, you can use it. And how to use diagnostic? Connect loopback Terminator after COM ports, and then run the diagnostic program. Please take a look on the screen. It's about how to use diagnostic. You just need to choose the board that you want to test, then click the start icon, and the result comes out. This is the last slide in today's presentation. I hope you learned a lot. Under Linux, there are two steps. Step 1. If you find the error message is the same as shown on the screen, you should install kernel source in advance. Step 2. If you finish installing the kernel source but still doesn't work, please collect the error message and contact Mosa. The screenshot shows the driver didn't support the newer kernel version. The issue accounts for majority of the cases. For Linux, you can find the Msterm test utility under MSB Linux driver. Please refer to the figure on your screen. But how to use it? There are only 3 steps. Step 1. Choose the communication setup. Step 2. Then you will see the window for serial setting parameters. After setting it, press Ctrl+N to leave the window. Step 3. Click the dump terminal, and then you can test it under serial communication. This is the last slide of the course. There are few things that I would like you to remember. SmartTIL Core is the classical MSB category. It provides more ports for serial devices, and the maximum ports can support up to 32 ports per computer. The Intelli Core is an intelligent dual CPU high-speed expandable multiple serial communication controller, which aims to gain higher speed, achieve better performance, and lessen the load of the whole system. When doing MSB troubleshooting, you should remember the first thing is to check if the host can detect MSB or not. Thanks for your listening. Thank you. Hello everyone.